theatre tomorrow. Other than that, I think everything's OK. You going to see Nurse Roberts? Bye-bye.
Hi, Kate.
Oh, hello, Pat.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, come on, mate. Yeah. Quick.
Hey. Great. Thanks. Don't like hanging about in corridors?
Well, from what I see, that's all you ever do.
Oh, not you, I know. I get enough of this sarcasm from Sandra. You're supposed to be the sweet one.
What are you doing with the mortuary trolley? Thought you were on General Rota this week.
Yeah, well, I am. But we are flexible, you know.
Yes, but isn't old Frankie supposed to collect the bodies?
Sorry, Kate. Needs must when the good Lord calls.
You're up to something.
Hey, how can you say such things at a time of bereavement?
You're up to something.
Now, who wanted cotton chips?
Cheers. Do you want a leaflet, love? Oh, thanks. When you've read it, you might want to come back. Yeah, love, here's a leaflet.
Free George Jackson. You're doing a grand job there, love. Here, I'll have one of them. Here, will you have one of these, there, love? Come on, now. Here, love. Come on.
Hey.
What?
Yeah, love. How many more have you got?
Hundreds. This lot won't believe we're not after something. And some of them won't even take a leaflet.
Yeah. Your lads aren't having much luck either.
Oh, no, not very persuasive, my lads. Did I tell you that our John had written a song?
Cheers. Yeah, is that why he's brought his guitar?
Oh, probably, I don't know. Mind you, he takes a flaming thing to bed with him.
Sorry, I'm not interested.
He's innocent.
This is useless. No one's reading them. They're just chucking them away.
We can get done for litter at this rate.
Hey! You're not giving up on me, are you?
Ah, we're not carrying on this, like. Get your guitar, John. We'll get it crowding.
And then what?
You can get loads of people to sign your petition. Talk to them while they're standing still.
Hey, what's happening?
Ah, John's got to get his guitar. We're going to get a crowd in for Marie.
He's right, you know, Marie. We can still give the leaflets out, but this way they'll get read. And it's expanding the petition. I mean, it's all right getting them signed on close, but we're going to need thousands of signatures before anyone takes any notice.
All right, then. We'll get thousands. Come, Ed.
All right, Jerry.
You got a minute, Bob?
Not really, lad, no. I've got a lunchtime meeting down at Almonds.
Let me take a minute.
All right, sit down.
Oh, cheers, Bob.
Suppose that we give the lads a chance to get a bit of dinner if I'm a few minutes late. What can I do for you?
Look, I wanted to wait with you about that smart-hearted aunt.
Oh, yeah, go on.
This business with young Cheryl, we can sort it out without all this fuss. I mean, work to rule. Oh, it's daft.
I'm glad you think so. What do you propose to do about it?
Well, look, I still think what happened with young Cheryl was just a bit of harmless fun.
She doesn't seem to think so.
I know. Look, Jesus, Bobby, I know. I knew at the time she was upset. But it wouldn't have got to this stage if that Janet one had been egging her on.
Look, that's not the point. She's involved now, eh? That's all there is to it.
Look, you're supposed to be on our side supporting us.
Janet's a member of the union as well, you know. And when I have an internal dispute, I just get the officer in, responsible for that area. Now, in this case, it just happens to be Janet Hanson.
Yeah, and she's built it up to a major issue.
Yeah, a major issue I could do without. I've got Almonds laying off half the workforce. I've got Petrochem trying to bring subcontractors in for the maintenance work. And I'm wasting my time with this trivial little matter.
Yeah, you said it yourself. It's a trivial little matter.
Oh, but it caused the work to rule, didn't it? And a split in the union. And I want it sorting out today, Jerry.
OK, look. If I give a personal apology to young Cheryl and assure her that nothing like that will ever happen in this factory again, will that too?
I don't know, lad, you know. No, possibly, yeah. Are you prepared to do that?
Yeah.
See you later.
OK, cheers, Bob.
So you see, he's been stitched up by this real criminal, and he's been sent to prison for nothing. We're trying to clear him, will you? Hey, Deaf Harry, are you going to sign this or what? Obviously not.
Free George Jackson. Free George Jackson. Free George Jackson. He's an innocent.
Excuse me, love. Will you sign me?
What said to say? You've never done the same. No one could have realized what was McCardle's game. So free George Jackson. Come on.
Give you one of these leaflets. Would you stick it up in your front window, love? Oh, you're a little champ, you.
Free George Jackson. He's an innocent man.
Hey, will you give us a
What
break?
says insane?
What's up? Well, we're
never
supposed
done
to be
the
drumming
same.
up sympathy for
No
George's
one
plight.
could have
Not holding a
realized what was
gospel
McCardle's
meeting.
game.
Oh, no, we'll only sing it.
diagram
Lovely
of that
working, isn't it?
Has brought so
Well,
much
leave that
heartache.
to the lads.
This man
You're
and his
supposed to be
family.
helping me with
That's
these
why we're
leaflets
here
and
to
these
sing.
pamphlets.
I'm not very good at it. You've got the gift of the gab.
George Jackson.
Yeah. Well, never mind the singing.
Free
Get the leaflets out. Leave the
George
singing
Jackson.
to our Mike. Luke, he was collecting
Free
a nice little bit before you
George
started.
Jackson.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he had money there.
Man.
Don't suppose that's going in George Jackson fighting fund, is it? No, I
Set
don't
up
think
by
so.
McCardle.
All right, come on, move on.
Oh, way up. Not you,
On
lot
your
there.
way. Come on, time to go home.
More innocent people to have a go, I say.
Causing an obstruction is an offence, love, now off it.
Don't you love me, you pimply little prat? And we are not causing obstruction.
I say you're causing an obstruction, even if you're not. So pack up all your busking gear and get.
We're not busking. We're campaigning to free my husband because you, dozy lot, don't know the difference between a good, honest man and a real villain.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, you're busking, which is causing an obstruction. It's my job to clear that obstruction.
Good God, it's the man from Dino Rod.
Tell jokes as well as sing, do you?
Yeah, I tap dance and all. Lend us your ass.
Lou, officer, we are simply collecting signatures for this petition, right? And my sons are singing a song that they've written.
I've written.
Yeah, our John's written.
I don't care if the Pope wrote it, you're not singing it here.
Oh, no, Bobby's wonderfully. They lock up my husband, a hero, and now they're pushing me about for trying to clear his name.
Yeah, that's right. Now, come on.
Forget it, Marie. This one was kicked out the Gestapo for cruelty.
Oh, no, you don't. You don't touch him. Anybody touches him, it'll be me.
Now, get him out of here and keep his mouth shut.
All right, come on, let's go and have a cup of tea and a warm.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, yeah?
Good, I want to word with you.
What?
I've just found one of my patients eating fish and chips.
There, a balanced meal, especially when cooked
What
in a...
was he doing with them?
He just said he was eating them.
I mean, where did he get them from? Need I ask? Fish and chips is not on today's menu.
Yeah, more the pity. Kate, have you seen what these poor, sick people are being offered for sustenance in their struggle to regain full aid? Tasteless slops with a nutritional value of recycled cardboard.
Pat, what the patients eat is none of your concern. That sort of thing is decided by properly qualified people.
I am properly qualified, remember? Food science, remember? Yeah, most of the people deciding what rubbish to dollop out now are more likely to be qualified in cost accountancy than nutrition.
What's cost accountancy got to do with it?
Listen, up to about 3 months ago, what was the food like in here?
Well, I mean, it was just hospital food, that's all.
Yeah, that's right. Hospital food. The subject of many jokes and accusations. Often cold, sometimes tasteless, occasionally revolting, but always, and I mean always, nutritionally sound. What happens? 3 months ago, they cut the budget even further. Now, patient care isn't the most important factor in the food production system. Cost effectiveness is a one and only motive.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Listen, these firms promise the earth and tend the low, right? Then when they're well established, they drop their standards and quality takes second place to price.
So out of the goodness of your heart, you decide to go out and provide an alternative diet.
For a small fee.
But you can't do that, Pat. There are lots of patients who need special diets. Stuff like fish and chips could harm.
I know that. Anyone who has a special diet has it clearly marked on their beds.
I have to report you.
You wouldn't.
I will. If I find one more patient eating something they shouldn't, I'll be straight down the admin office.
Don't be silly, Kate. Look, I'm very careful and I know what I'm talking about.
All right, Professor Hancock.
Excellent. You can be proud of that.
Thanks. You don't think I've overstated the liquidity situation?
Oh, no. If they're going to expand at this rate, they need to be more manoeuvrable. If anything, I think you may have been possibly over-generous in not counting the Mountfield house building as a liability.
It could only be a short-term liability, especially if the enterprise scheme is dropped.
True.
And I think I pointed that out fairly clearly.
Yes, just nitpicking. You said before that this had been personalised for you. In what way? There's no evidence of it here.
All the work I've done before has been, I don't know, isolated, remote. When I've put in a report showing that somewhere is overmanned by 150 or suggested a 50% staff economy, it's just been figures, not people. Figures on a balance sheet. This time, I know the people I'm helping to send to the firing squad.
And you don't know the people whose jobs you're saving?
No.
All we can do is look at the figures and make our report. Who goes and who stays is not our decision, and nor should it be. As you say, personalities come into it, and only Cosgroves themselves can judge the importance of each.
Oh, come on, Joyce. We're only kidding ourselves if we believe that. They'll make their decisions on purely economic grounds, and well, you know it. Simply more aware of the human results of my work.
Which is that a firm which employs over 400 men will remain in business with a loss of perhaps, what, 50 or 60 men. I mean, think of the 350 whose jobs you're probably helping to save.
I have tried to. Jonathan McCabe. What's going to happen to him?
The regional FD?
Yeah.
Oh, well, not for me to say.
Speculate.
Well, I can't yet. There's one or two reports I'll have to read before I can make any individual assessment, and even then, well, even then it's only speculation.
I would value your opinion.
I'll read them tonight and let you know in the morning, okay?
Thanks.
Is he a friend?
Sort of.
Oh, I don't know, Bob.
Why, what's the problem now?
If we just let him apologise and pretend that nothing happened, it'll look like he got away with it.
Well, nothing did happen. Well, nothing serious. Look, I think it's in everyone's interest if we get the two of them together. Oh, come on, this has gone on long enough.
I see. So you're willing to compromise your principles in order to avoid any bother?
I'm compromising nothing, am I? I just want a solution that's acceptable to both sides.
What if we don't find it acceptable?
Hey, less of the we. We're the union, not just the female side of it, you know. Listen, I think we should leave it to Cheryl to decide whether she wants to accept Jerry's apology or not. And don't you be going to her beforehand and causing more trouble.
I'm here to advise her.
Well, advise her to listen to Jerry and then make her mind up, all right?
Oh, that's a typical male remark. You can only see things from one viewpoint.
Aye, that's a bit sexist, isn't it? There was a motion passed at last year's conference deploring sexism in work. Now, I should report you to the Sexual Discriminations Officer.
I don't think this is a joking matter. Anyway, if groping a young girl isn't a prima facie case of sexual harassment, I don't know what is.
I don't think he was trying to grope her. I think he was just trying to snatch a Christmas kiss.
She said he touched her breasts.
Possibly he did. But if I tried to snatch a kiss off you, I'd come in contact with your breasts, wouldn't I?
Don't even try it.
Oh, I wouldn't.
What time are they due?
1 o'clock. Do you want a coffee?
Yeah.
Good.
Still there. Who is? Busy with acting.
He's just waiting for us to make one false move and then we'll be bunking in the Bridewell quicker than you can say, Jack Robinson. Yeah, and he would. Look at him. He's just itching to lock somebody up.
It's criminal a part of the police today. You can lock you up for anything. When you go to court, the magistrate believes anything you need for.
But he's not going to stop me. I'm going to give out me leaflets. Oh, come on, Marie, don't be stupid. We're trying to draw our attention to a gross miscarriage of justice, not inviting another one. Well, what are we going to do, then? Well, we want to attract attention from the papers and the telly. How? Well, I don't know exactly. Like, think up some stunt that they'll want to report, eh? Stunts? What sort of stunts?
Hey, we could play St. George's Old, Red.
Oh, nobody'd notice. Anyway, that's criminal damage, that, isn't it?
I suppose sinking a ferry boat would be criminal damage.
We've got to do something.
We did say 1 o'clock, you know. We still got a couple of minutes.
Before he does come, I'd just like to remind Cheryl that this wasn't an isolated incident, and we must bear in mind everything else that has happened to you since you started work here.
Yeah, but it was the first time Mr. Dwyer done anything.
That's beside the point. The incident at Christmas was the final straw.
I thought you were only giving her a bit of advice. It sounds to me, love, as though you're telling her what to think.
It's all right, Mr. Grant. I can make up my own mind about things. I know exactly what happened and why. What I didn't know was that it would cause all this bother.
You didn't cause the bother.
We know that. Just let the girl speak, will you? Go on, love.
Well, Miss Hanson said that Jerry, Mr. Dwyer, wanted to apologise.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'd just like to hear what he's got to say and then make my mind up whether to come back or not.
Good. Let's not prejudice the issue, eh?
I never saw stand away. Oh, God.
There you are.
Oh, no, not you again.
Thought you said you were careful who you got outside food for.
I am. What's up?
Well, I've just found a pre-op patient eating a Chinese takeaway. He's not supposed to eat anything for 12 hours. There's a dirty big sign on his bed telling anyone who can read that. And yet he still gets hold of food. I've had to take him off today's list and there's hell up from theatre.
Yeah, well, that's Dougie.
Dougie? Who's Dougie?
Well, Dougie's another porter. He's on Chinese today.
What, you mean there's more than just you on this racket?
Of course there is. It's a big hospital, Kate. Divided into 4 with 3 of us on each section.
So there's 3 of you on this floor?
Well, you need 3, don't you? 1 fish and chips, that's me today. Dougie's on Chinese and Nodger's on sardies and rolls. Things like that.
I don't believe it. Where is Dougie? I want to speak to him.
You know Dougie. Been here for years. Got a bit of a limp.
Ah, so that's Dougie.
Yeah, that's Dougie. God, you didn't even know his name, did you? You must see him every day. I suppose all porters look the same, don't they, nurse?
Well, I know his name now. Tell him I want to speak to him, or I'll report him and you and all the rest.
How can you? You wouldn't know their names. They're just porters. Anyway, I'll speak to Dougie. Leave it to me.
Pat!
Leave it to me, nurse.
I make it 1 o'clock.
You must be fast. I make it 1 minute too. Come in, Jerry.
So I'm not late, am I?
No, come in, lad.
Cheers.
Coffee there if you want any.
Cheers, mate.
Right. Shall we start?
Yeah, OK. Jerry, do you want to start?
I don't know exactly what to say.
Can I say something?
Yes, go on, love.
It's just that I've been thinking about what happened. When you grabbed me, you did touch them. you know, you did touch me.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry about all of this. But it was an accident. I don't know, a bit of Christmas fun.
That's what every groper says.
Look, I'm no groper.
Hey, just a minute. Hey, this does happen, you know.
Well, it shouldn't.
Look, I know people get a lot friendlier at Christmas. I know that, and I'll be ready for it next Christmas. But, well...
Go on, love.
Well, I was just a bit shocked, you know.
I bet you were.
But, well, everything's happened so fast. I didn't think it... Can I withdraw my resignation?
Just a minute, Cheryl. He hasn't even apologised yet.
Yes, I have. I said I was sorry, but it was an accident.
I'll accept that. I want to go back.
Don't be intimidated, because you need a job, Cheryl.
I'm not. It's over and done with now. I'll accept your apology, Mr. Dwyer.
Tash, Cheryl. I really appreciate it.
Look, you two get yourselves down the canteen and have a cup of tea. Mend them bridges, eh? I'll see the shop steward and the personnel department. You can go and see them later, OK?
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Come on, don't be like that.
You've just given every lech in this factory a licence to grope.
Sometimes you let your dedication get in the way of logic, you know.
Maybe that's because I'm female.
Look, I want to see things improve, don't I? I've got 2 daughters of my own, remember? One of them's only just come into the world. I'm back to square one, aren't I? Worrying about her future, worrying about what I can do to make things better.
You could start by taking that thing down.
Yeah, fine. I don't mind. This is a management office.
And what about the thousands of others around here?
Yeah, OK. I don't think it'll be easy, but we'll have a go for it, eh?
Thanks, Bob.
Ooh, this is no use.
Well, I can stick it out as long as that copper can.
Well, I can't. I'm freezing me.
I bet it's cold in Cumbria.
Yeah. But at least George is inside.
Hey, Mum.
Hey, have you two thought of any flaming stunts yet?
Yeah, we thought we could plough Goodison Park, but no one knows us.
Oh, God, help.
No, listen, you want a stunt, that'll get in the papers, right?
Yeah!
Right. Well, we've got an idea that'll get in the papers. On the telly, everything. Yeah, come here, Darky.
What are them two up to?
I don't know, but I hope it's nothing illegal.
Go. Right. Now let's review the situation. First, the campaign started well.
Don't know you worked that one out.
Of course it has. You can't have expected more than we've done already. Not in the time.
Betty's right. You've got to have something on which to build.
I don't want to build anything. I just want to get George out.
So do we all, look.
Now, what we need is the big sensation.
Our youngest sister just appeared, Ed.
No one had noticed.
Quite honestly, things like that don't work here anymore. That sort of thing's happening every minute in this city.
I haven't seen it.
Neither have I, and I've been on lookout for years.
You know what I mean. Look, what we need is several hours of drama that we can build up into something that the public can't ignore. Apathy's our greatest enemy.
Well, is there anything that you can think of that we could do?
Oh, no, I couldn't suggest anything. Otherwise, it would look as if the paper put you up to it.
Yeah, come on, Dad, kid. We better get started. You, get your pencil sharpened.
Jesus Christ!
You're Dougie, aren't you?
That's right. And I suppose you're the lazy bitch that puts open needles in dressing bags.
I am not.
Well, someone round here can't read. It states clearly, no pointed objects. And you've got a special bin for putting needles in. I've had enough of this ward. You just dump everything everywhere. You've no thought for who has to come along after you and clean up. I've found foul dressings in the food slops. I've found it in the laundry. I've even found it on the food trolley when I come to collect it. You're disgusting, the lot of you.
Now, listen here.
No, you listen. See, Dad, I'm taking it to the admin. And if I don't get any satisfaction, I'm going to union, right?
Yeah, hello. Can I speak to Dr. Griffiths, please? Oh, I see. When do you expect him back? Oh. No message. Thanks. Bye-bye.
He's going to report me.
Who?
Dougie, that's who.
He's going to report you?
Well, not just me. The whole ward.
The whole ward? Doesn't do things by ourselves, Dougie. What for?
So he found a needle in a dressing bag.
Yeah, very dangerous. He's right. He should report you. It's not the first time it's happened on this ward, Kate.
Pat! I should have reported him yesterday, but you were the one who said, oh, no, leave it to me.
Yeah, all right, I'll sort it out. But constantly putting porters at risk by dumping used hypos in thin plastic bags has got nothing to do with it.
He put my patient at risk. If I hadn't caught him eating a Chinese takeaway, he would have gone down to theatre having just eaten.
Well, what kind of wally was the bloke to order the food and then eat it? He must have known he was having an op.
That's beside the point. Dougie should not have given it to him in the first place.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to talk to him about.
Well, while you're at it, you can tell him to stop causing trouble down at admin.
He won't cause any trouble. Awood, the unit administrator, is away, and his assistant is a right prat. He won't do anything. Look, to be on the safe side, I'll have a word with the head porter and all.
Okay. Look, have a word with Dougie first.
I will. One condition.
Oh, yes. And what's that?
A, you keep stum about the private catering scheme we've got. And B, you tell whoever it is keeps dumping used hypos in the nearest bag to stop it before a porter dies of blood poisoning.
Well, I don't know who it is.
We'll find out.
Good morning, Mr. Bannister.
Morning.
You can go right in. Mr. Collins is waiting for you.
Thank you.
Ah, Nigel.
Paul.
You said you needed to see me urgently. What can I do for you?
Well, this is a bit difficult, Paul. What I'm about to say isn't going to be easy, and I do want you to understand there's nothing personal in it. On the contrary, I still believe myself to be your friend despite our recent differences.
Well, whatever it is, I hope we can remain friends after you've said it.
So do I, Paul. So do I.
It's serious?
Yes.
For heaven's sake, man, tell me. I can't stand the suspense.
The contract for maintenance. How did you select the firm?
How did I select? What a question. I selected the best firm at the best price, and regional office ratified my decision. Now, what's this leading up to?
It wasn't the cheapest tender, was it?
No, but then we weren't obliged to take the cheapest. Anyway, the difference between all of them didn't amount to more than 1 or 2% of the overall cost.
Did they send anything else besides a tender?
Such as?
A gift of any sort?
Yes. They sent me a hamper at Christmas after I had decided to give them the contract.
Ah. So you had announced your decision before Christmas?
No, but I had made up my mind.
But only you knew.
Look, Nigel, I'm getting rather a nasty feeling. What are you driving at?
Not me, Paul. Not me. The men. You see, Paul, they're claiming you were bribed.
Finished?
More or less.
Anything the matter?
No, I'm just tired. I seem to have been looking at nothing but financial statements for weeks. I think I'll take a good romantic novel to bed with me tonight.
Romantic novel? Yeah. I'd have thought you were the type.
Not usually. Just need a break from balance sheets and cost planning.
Why don't you take the afternoon off?
Yeah, I'd like that. Joyce, have you heard how the Cosgrove meeting is going?
No, afraid not. I've got one of my spies inside. He'll probably be phoning me when they break for lunch.
Do you mind if I hang on till then? I'd like to find out what's happened to Jonathan.
Why are you so concerned?
He's a nice man. He helped me out a lot when the pressure was on. Now I could be on the scrap heap.
Oh, God, I hate that expression. On the scrap heap. Are people who are made redundant really so helpless that they're not good for another job somewhere else?
Oh, come off it, Joyce. At 56, he's hardly likely to get a comparable job, if he can get one at all.
Well, why not, for heaven's sake?
Because there are 5 million people out there looking for work, that's why.
He's a highly qualified man with a wealth of experience. He'll find another job. If he gets the bullet, that is. Anyway, where do these 5 million come from? As far as I'm aware, the official figure is just over 3 million.
Yes, well, it might be. But we both deal in figures, and we both know they can be adjusted to say almost anything you want them to say. You can't just say we're not going to count anyone with brown eyes and then pretend they don't exist.
Have you developed some sort of social conscience, or has your Dr. Zhivago turned out to be a raving red?
I've simply become more aware of the human results of mass unemployment.
I was right, here's Dr. Zhivago.
It's me. I care. I mean, I think he cares. He must do. He's a doctor.
Well, I hope he cares for you.
Yes, I think he does.
Good.
Joyce, you said yesterday that life at home is hell for you.
Yes, I did, didn't I?
Do you want to talk about it?
I also said yesterday, no.
Where did the idea come from?
No idea. But,
But what?
doesn't that union official live opposite you?
Bobby Grant?
Yes. He was the one who put up the main objection to the outside contract, wasn't he?
Apart from you, yes.
Good heavens, Paul. You don't really think that I...
Oh, no, not at all. Well, I hope you don't think there's any truth in this ridiculous idea.
I wouldn't be sitting here now if I thought that.
Who on earth would have believed that a Christmas turkey could have bought a contract worth that amount?
No one. Unfortunately, the story is that it isn't a turkey, but a lifetime supply of free groceries.
What? That's just as stupid.
I know. They go on to say that you've had to install a new fridge that takes up the whole of your garage in order to store all the stuff you're getting.
Anna has installed the freezer to keep food for her catering business.
Ah, just a coincidence.
Yes, just a coincidence.
I can't understand what they hope to gain by it all.
Well, I would have thought that was obvious. If it is Grant and his lot, they want to discredit me and the subcontractor. I'm not surprised they're trying something. I didn't expect him to play so dirty. I may not agree with Grant's politics, but I've always considered him to be a man of honor.
Can't you speak to him?
Oh, I will. No mistake. You know, it must have been Grant who started this. It was only he who knew I had all those turkeys and got the freezer in the garage.
Turkeys, Paul? I thought you said there was only one.
Oh, I got one from every firm who tendered. I gave most of them away.
Still, if Grant saw you coming home laden with dozens of turkeys, he must have put 2 and 2 together.
And made 6.
Near a 5, Paul.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, that's rather naive of you, if you don't mind my saying so, accepting gifts from firms who were hoping to do business with you. I mean, it lays you open to all sorts of allegations.
Such as I laid down my honor for a Christmas turkey? It's ludicrous.
Ludicrous or not, can you start this scheme before the matter's been cleared up?
I don't know.
Well, you're the one who's supposed to know how the workforce will react.
No one ever knows how a mass will react. Not even their leaders. Look at Scargill and his lot.
Still, we'd better be ready to fight them if it comes to it.
Yes. They'd be more determined to win than usual, having just lost on this unfair dismissal business.
I mean, Paul, have you accounted for this in your critical path, or whatever it is?
Not exactly.
Ah.
Another cup of tea?
Oh, no, thanks. It's all swilling round inside me. Who did he say had gone to phone?
His mate on the radio.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Perhaps we'll have another cup.
Dougie. All right, Pat. Hey, what's going on here? There was no one down for scram today. Don't tell me this lot phone caviar and chips or something.
No, Dougie, they haven't. However, someone not a million miles from where I'm standing has put a spoke in a wheel.
You what?
A spanner in the works has caused a potential cock-up.
What the hell are you talking about?
Friend Doug, I'm going to give you a simple eye test. Now, what does that say?
No by mouth.
Good. Your eyes seem to be working. Now, to see if there's a brain present. What does nil by mouth mean?
You don't eat nothing.
And you don't give them nothing. Anything.
So?
So, yesterday lunch, chop suey and nil by mouth. What did these have in common?
I haven't got a clue.
Well, I'll give you one then, Dougie. Mr. Johnson, day 6. The answer is you pillock. You gave chop suey to a bloke who was about to go down for a knock.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that, did I?
Well, how didn't you know, Dougie? We've just established that you can read.
I can only read if it's there.
Wasn't a sign there on the bed?
Not when I took the order.
But it was when you brought the food back.
Yeah, well, he must have hidden it, mustn't he?
Why the hell did you give it to him then for?
Because he hadn't paid me and he wasn't going to if I hadn't given him.
Is that all?
All? Listen, mate, that order cost me £2 and I was going to charge him 3. You might be able to lose 3 notes like that, but I can't.
Yeah, but for £3, Dougie, and then you put a patient at risk. Not to mention nearly jeopardising the whole scheme.
Listen, lad, I don't know where you get your money from, but my take-home pay's 73 notes a week, and that's on rotary shift, and I get even less on days. I've got 4 kids and a wife that smokes like a ruddy oil refinery, so don't you tell me £3 doesn't matter.
I didn't say it didn't matter, Dougie. What I mean is that we've got a nice little earner here, and to threaten it for £3 is stupid.
Don't call me stupid, lad. Those snotty nurses call me stupid and treat me like muck. Well, I'm not stupid and I'm not muck. And if some divvy wants to eat chop suey before he's going down for an operation, that's his lookout. But he's not going to make me lose money on it.
Dougie! Look, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's get all the lads together and agree that in future we make it money with the orders.
All right. But we've got to set a standard charge and everyone sticks to it.
Yeah, good idea. Look, I'll get some menus off Wang and overprint the prices.
Hey, that'll be handy.
Yeah, but no more carelessness. Keep a watch for ops and special diets.
Yeah, all right. I don't want to lose this business either, you know. That means an extra 15 or 20 notes a week, and that's a lot to me.
Yeah, I'd rather miss it myself, Doug. Hey, by the way, did you report to admin about one of the nurses on this wall?
The darky one that lives with you?
That resides in the same
All
house.
right, all right. I'm not colour prejudiced. I'm partial to a bit of black and tan myself when I was in the Navy.
Did you report her?
Nah, there was no need. Found out who was doing it.
Oh.
That new registrar with the plumbing is gone. Saw him doing it on floor 3.
Did you tell him? I'd imagine you'd have the nerve to give him a lecture.
Nah, I did better than that. I stabbed him with the one I already had in the bag.
What'd he say?
Threw a wobbler. But I said to him, I said, listen, that's one of yours and it's already stabbed me. So if I die of blood poisoning, you're right behind me.
All of them? Well, what's the reasoning behind that? Oh, I see. Make way for the thrusting young. Promise worth more than proof. Look, give me a call tonight, would you, with the details? Great. Yeah. Cheers. It would appear that if all present conditions are met, the deal will go through.
And?
Golden handshakes all round for Cosgrove's regional staff. The new setup in Birmingham will be headed by the young FD from Clark's.
It's a big step up for him.
Oh, I'd put money on him. It was his brilliant footwork that kept them alive as long as it did. And I've got a sneaking suspicion that it was him who set up the deal in the first place.
Sounds like your kind of man, Joyce.
So then he says, if I die of blood poisoning, you'll be right behind me. I bet he's more careful where he puts things in future.
Well, I hope so. Hate that registrar. Treats everyone like servants.
Or porters. See? It's not nice when it's done to you, is it?
I do not treat porters like servants. I mean, I even share a house with you.
Oh, disgusting.
Mind you, not as bad as you. I hear you share a house with a black.
Not true. She's a miner's daughter. She just looks black.
My dad was a miner.
Straight up?
Yeah. See, that took the wind out of your sails, didn't it? Mind you, he was only a miner till he was 21.
You're winding me up.
No, I'm trying to wind you down. You see, you keep getting on your high horse about the lot of the porters.
Well, you should see the way some of the old sisters treat us. They talk to us like large deaf children. And when anything goes wrong, it's blame the porter. When anything goes missing, it's search the porter.
Why should that be?
Too much Enid Blyton, I'd say. But have you noticed, though, Kate? The hero is always the middle-class children, and the baddies always end up to be the gardener or the cook's son.
I never read anything like that.
Oh, I suppose it was all doctors and nurses with you.
No.
Well, you read some funny books now, though, don't you? All about paranoia, suicide, vegetarianism. All sane subjects, I suppose.
Look, no more weird than your books and magazines on fitness and health. I bet you get fit just by carrying them.
Hey, nothing wrong with being fit and healthy. As a veggie crank, you should know.
I am not a crank.
Anyone who can say no to freshly grilled bacon is a crank.
There's so much fat in bacon. I can feel my arteries hardening at the very mention of it.
Rubbish. Balance is the key to a good diet. A simple lesson that is wasted on most of the commie chefs we got in this place.
Is there any group of staff in this hospital, apart from the porters, that is, that you feel are competent?
Some of every profession are competent, but not many really care.
I care about my patients.
I know you do. That's why we're going to consult you on which patients can't have our deluxe catering service.
You're not still going to do that, are you?
Of course we are. They need decent food to get better.
Wish they had a ladder here. I'll go and ask them. They must have one for the staff. I've been here that long, I feel like one of the staff. Here he is.
Right. He's interested. And I've got a photographer on call. Now all we need is for you to do something.
Well, yeah, but what?
I'm going to the lab.
That dramatic enough for you?
Where have the two lads gone?
Oh, I don't know. They haven't been back since before when they said they had a cracking idea.
But you don't know yet what it is.
It'll be nothing. They couldn't have an intelligent idea between them in a month of Sundays.
Well, you're not doing much better, are you?
I suppose not. I've been here too long. The tea's addled my brain.
Actually, I wouldn't mind a cup of tea. Do you like one?
Oh, God, no more for me. Tanning's bad for you, you know.
Oh?
Yeah. Me and George were in this quiz once, so we kept reading encyclopedias and things like that. Tanning's bad for you, and caffeine, that's in coffee.
Yeah, I did know.
And then they go and put fluoride in the water. That's rat poison, you know. Put fluoride in the water to help kids' teeth. It's no wonder the world has fallen apart. That's better.
Did you wash your hands?
Of course I did. Why?
The water's full of rat poison.
You are? Oh, take the notice. Come on, let's go and get some dinner.
Hey, don't you scare me like that, you. A frightened dead easy, me.
I'm sorry.
What's going on down there? Oh, my God.
God almighty, how the hell did they get up there? God knows.
That's it. That's it. I've got to get the photographer.
Brilliant!
If I do say so myself.
Our John Luke's simple.
He is.
Oh, come on, Marie. They was only doing it for you and George, you know.
I know. And I'm dead grateful, really. It's just it's a bit embarrassing, like.
Oh, I thought you wanted the publicity.
I did. I mean, I still do. It's just that rubbish that Rick's wrote.
Rubbish? Hey, that's first-class journalism, that.
Go home, will you? It's rubbish. Oh, I'm not saying it's not going to help. Have you read it proper? Attractive redhead Marie Jackson. Standing alone among unhearing and uncaring Home Office officials. A solitary tear betraying her emotions as she struggles to free her man.
It's great, isn't it?
It's like one of them country and western songs that George was always singing.
OK, so what if it does? It's effective. That's all that matters. Look, the paper's been swamped with phone calls ever since the first edition came out. Most people haven't read it yet. And already there's 3 women from Walton offered to collect signatures for you for your petition.
Straight up?
Yeah. Look, you might not like country and western. And personally, I wonder what morons listened to before they invented it. But a lot of people do like it. Anyway, I don't think it was too far over the top.
I thought it was good, mate.
Thank you, Betty.
Still don't know why you chose that photo of our John, though. You took off that photographer of yours. Why couldn't you pick one that didn't make our John look simple?
I don't have anything to do with that. The sub-editor does all that.
Oh, was it him who said that I was an attractive redhead? Because you can't have seen me. I'm a brunette.
2, upward stretch. Pull up tall. Come forward with a straight back. And bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take the arms to the side. Take hold of your hands behind your back. Drop your body to the floor. Pull those arms right over. Get your hands on the floor. Keep bouncing. Keep bouncing. Keep bouncing. Now can you feel the good that's doing to your body?
No, I can't.
Afternoon. Mrs. Jackson,
Yeah?
I wonder, could I have a word with you?
What is it this time?
I thought perhaps I could come in. Talk in private.
All right, you better come in.
Ah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What do you want?
Well, I wanted a quiet word, actually.
Marie, would you like us to go?
No. Sure, the officer won't mind you staying, will you?
Well, I would prefer it if we were able to speak in private.
Why?
I beg your pardon, sir.
I said, why? Why don't you want witnesses? Why don't you want others to hear what you've got to say to Mrs. Jackson?
And who might you be, sir?
He's a friend. And I'm another.
Very well. Can I sit down?
Go ahead. I'll stay standing.
Right. Well, it's about this little fiasco up the tower last week.
Oh, aye. What about her?
I suppose you two were involved in it as well, were you?
It was my lads that was up there.
Ah. So you'll be Mrs. Hughes, will you?
That's right. Betty Hughes. 2 T's if you're writing it down.
I'm not. But thanks all the same. Tell me, did you encourage them to do a stupid thing like that?
No. But I wouldn't have stopped them either.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's going to happen about them yet. Quite a few things were broken when they forced an entry to the tower. They could cop for quite a bit. Especially if they carry on doing daft things like that.
Do I perceive a hint of a threat in that statement?
No, sir. Just a piece of friendly advice, that's all.
Friendly advice.
That's right, Mrs. Jackson. We've got enough trouble trying to keep this place from total anarchy without all the commotion you lot are causing.
It's reminding you that you sent an innocent man to jail, isn't it? You don't like having your consciences pricked.
Mrs. Jackson, your husband had a fair trial. Now, he hasn't got that long to go before he's out again. So why don't you just let him serve his time quietly and don't cause any more trouble for him?
Can I ask you to clarify that last statement?
Eh? Who are you?
I've told you, he's a friend.
What I'm saying is, how is Mrs. Jackson causing trouble in trying to clear her husband's name?
Yeah, we're causing no bother for George.
Aren't you?
No. It's you lot that's getting all hot and bothered about it.
Look, he's already lost some remission.
That had nothing to do with us.
Not directly, maybe. But it certainly helped to get your husband worked up enough to start fighting.
That wasn't us.
Look, the Nick's no different to out here, you know. People don't like trouble. They turn against troublemakers.
No one's going to bother George because of our campaign.
They might, my love. They might. Take my word for it.
I wouldn't take your word if I was drowning and it had a rope attached to it.
Look, I've come round here to advise you to stop making trouble before your husband has more trouble for himself and her 2 lads end up joining him inside.
Can I quote you on that?
I thought so. You're a reporter, aren't you?
That's right. Can I have your name, please?
Look, there are some people who'll let you get up to your neck in it for their own personal advancement.
Only reporting the truth. Officer.
The truth? Think about what I've said, Mrs. Jackson. You might not realize it, but we are on the same side.
I'll think about it.
Oh, I thought so. Oh, Sam, look, I can smell it upstairs.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I thought we agreed.
I know, I'm sorry.
Well, sorry doesn't get rid of the smell, does it? God, it'll be in it for ages. Why can't you smoke in your own room? Hey, you all right?
Not really.
Well, first day back too much for you, eh?
Yeah.
I suppose you've forgotten what the general side was like, too used to babies and all that.
Something like that.
Hey, come on. Come on, Sand. What would they say in Sucky Street if they saw you like this?
I know, I'm sorry.
Hey, come on, Sand. Come on, shh. Come on, miss. Tell your Uncle Pat. What's up?
Is a patient?
Oh, died, did he?
Not yet.
Oh, Sam, I don't think you should have given up your midwifery. I don't remember babies ever making you cry like this.
I'll be all right. I just didn't expect to end up in the theatre my first day back.
Well, I thought you liked theatre.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Oh, it was just a routine kind of day, you know. A couple of hernias, gallbladders, that sort of thing. And then last but not the least,
Hey.
a young boy, same age as my brother Derek. It was just an exploratory op to see what was going on. When they opened up his chest, you could see the extent of the cancer.
How bad was it?
Bad right enough. I think it got hold of every one of his vital organs. He was rotten inside.
Oh, Jesus.
17. I could only see my brother Terry lying there. I knew I was going to cry. And I tried to stop myself. And I looked over at Mr. Allison, who was operating. And he was crying, and I just went.
God, Mr. Allison was crying as well.
We both went outside, sat down holding our hands. It was ridiculous.
Surprised at him, though, Sam. God, he's been cutting up people for years.
He's got a son the same age as well, you know.
Yeah, and you could only see him lying there, right?
Poor George wanted to finish him off.
Could he do anything?
No, he could only stitch him up. He died within a month.
Hey. Oh, Sam. At you're glad to be fit and healthy, don't it? Hey, come on. Look, I'll tell you what we'll do. You go on upstairs and you have a nice bath, right? Come on.
All right. I'll be ready to come eat when I come down. I missed lunch completely.
Yeah, okay. Uh-oh.
What's up?
Nothing, Sam. I just forgot I was cooking tonight. I haven't got anything in.
Oh, Pat.
Look, I'll tell you what. Why don't I take you out for dinner, eh?
And what about Kate?
Nah, she rang earlier. She's having dinner with some of her freakish veggie mates. Hey, listen, that's it. Come on. We'll go to a vegetarian restaurant.
You're always complaining when Kate cooks veggie for us.
No, I don't. Not always, anyway. Look, we'll go to a vegetarian restaurant and somewhere's close so I don't have to drive. And we will get absolutely legless.
All right. Completely stoated.
Para-bloody-litical.
You're on.
Hello, my dear. Are you baking, or have you added karate to your list of interests?
If you haven't got anything sensible to say, you can just be quiet. I'm busy.
Just a little joke, old girl. No need to take umbrage. What are you doing, anyway?
Making bread rolls and asparagus quiche.
With Gordon and I as the guinea pigs again.
Judging by the state of Gordon's room, I think that's a fairly accurate description of what he's become.
I hope you're not including me in that.
Of course I'm not. Just because I'm making you something new doesn't mean to say that I'm using you as a guinea pig.
Point taken, sorry. A bit of a day, that's all.
More trouble?
No more than usual. Do you know, I was in that office at 8:30 this morning, and I've worked through the whole day, including lunchtime, and I don't think I've achieved a thing.
Come on, you're exaggerating, surely.
No, I'm serious. I've made not one iota of progress to the objections to the maintenance contract. And I'm even more unpopular with the workforce.
Well, you're bound to be unpopular with them if you're threatening their jobs.
Threatening their jobs, for goodness sake. I'm safeguarding most of them by making the plant more efficient.
But there will be redundancies.
Some. With luck, only a handful. Anyway, I've been talking about it all day and I'm sick of it. I'm going to have a wash and get changed.
Do you think you could get me some asparagus tips out of the freezer, please? They're on the top at the left.
Very well. You turned the electricity off in the garage.
No?
In that case, I think the freezer's broken.
Oh, no!
Do you know how to stop a baby crying? If I knew the answer to that, I'd need a fortune. Is she hungry? I don't think so. She was only fed half an hour ago. And she can't be that wet. She was changed just after.
Oh, it's probably just early evening grapes. They all seem to get them. Come here, darling.
Your mum said she'd sleep for hours. 10 minutes after she went out, this started.
Your mum gone out then?
Yeah. My dad finally managed to persuade her. He had a hell of a time doing it. Been dead miserable lately.
She's probably suffering from postnatal depression.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever it is, hope she gets over it soon, though. Oh, that's smashing, then. You'll have to come again. I've got to watch it till they get back.
All they want sometimes is a little human contact, just to let them know they're not alone in this earth.
My mum said not to pick her out if she cried. Isn't that right?
There's no hard and fast rules. Everyone's got different ideas.
Oh. Isn't she beautiful when she's asleep?
They all are.
Sorry, what did you come for?
Oh, yeah. Do you know if there's any vegetarian restaurants around here?
Oh, Kate's one, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. It's not for her. It's for me and Pat.
I didn't think she can bear Pat.
Oh, she won't. Pat says he forgot to get the dinner things in. But I think he's just covering up to save upsetting me.
I don't get you.
Well, it was his turn to cook dinner and he didn't get anything in. And I looked in the fridge and there was 2 great big lumps of liver lying there.
Oh, and you don't like liver, right?
Oh, not tonight. I was in the operating theatre all day and there was one nasty liver upset me.
Aren't you not all vegetarians?
It's not so bad always. You ever thought about nursing?
Yeah, I've thought about it.
And decided against it, right? Very wise. I often wish I had the intelligence to realise what a rotten job it is.
I can understand you not liking it every day, but aren't you really glad sometimes?
Sometimes. Kate loves it. She was made to be a nurse.
Oh, I couldn't do it. I get too involved with the patients.
Not in theatre, you wouldn't.
You did today, you just said.
Yeah. Has to be an exception to every rule.
Was it someone you know?
What?
Who had the nasty liver?
No. But it could have been. So, where are these vegetarian restaurants then?
Oh, there's none round here. You can get a veggie curry from the Indian on Chapel Lane.
Oh. Well, looks like taxi's in. I hope Pat's feeling flushed. Cheerio.
Marie Jackson's had 2 of the turkeys. She said she'd give one to a friend who's coming round later this evening.
And we've got 1 in the oven and 1 waiting to go, but that still leaves us with 2. Take 1 round to the crosses.
Oh, they're still away.
Well, take one to the Grants, then?
Certainly not. After the problem I've had with him and these damn turkeys, you think I'll go and give him one?
Well, then you find someone to give them to.
Salvation Army, they'll have them.
That's a good idea. They'll be glad of them. You'll also have some of the other stuff that I can't rescue.
Well, best keep some for evidence for the insurance company.
What?
The insurance company. You did have the freezer and the contents insured, didn't you?
Ta-da! What do you think of that then, Sam? Worth waiting for?
Very nice.
Yeah, well, come on then. Can't wait all night for you.
Cheeky bee, I've been reading ages. I'll get it. Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
No one there?
No one said anything. It was him.
Who?
My husband.
Sam, how do you know if it was him if he didn't say anything?
I just know it was him.
Well, I thought you were going to see him in Glasgow at Christmas.
I did. He asked for a divorce, says he wants to get married again.
Well, that's great, isn't it? From what you told us, Sam, you're better off away from him.
I felt like a punch bag. He hit me and I couldn't hit back. Well, I can now.
What do you mean?
Told him to go and jump.
Oh, that's daft.
Is it?
Yeah, it's cutting off your nose to spite your face.
No, it's not. Makes no difference to me whether we're still married or not.
Get rid of him, Sand.
When I'm ready.
God, I don't understand you. You got this great chance of ridding yourself of a rubbishy husband, but you won't because it's him that's asked for the divorce.
That's right. Look, Pat, he made a mess of my life all the years we were married. Then he turns up at home last week. I'm having a great time. Tremendous family Christmas, a great hogmanay, and then him.
Sand, he only asked for a divorce.
No, he didn't ask. He demanded. He said he'd kill me if I didn't give him one.
What?
Oh, it's all right. He's too much of a coward to even try it. He'll hit me. That's all right. People understand that.
Yeah, well, I don't. I don't understand it at all. I mean, a woman's there to be looked after, isn't she? To be loved and that. Not to be knocked about because Celtic lost at home or something.
You're an old romantic, aren't you?
Yeah, well, why not? Come on, Sam. I'm going to take you out for a candlelit lentil burger.
Do you want a brew? No, thanks, love. Listen, I've got something to tell you. Oh, God. What now? I'm concerned about the lads.
Oh, you're all right. They won't do nothing to them. Anybody could have got in that tower.
Oh, I'm not worried about the police. It's Tommy McArdle.
What about him?
He, found them sticking up the last of the old posters and warned them off like.
Threatened them, did he?
Yeah, like your copper, this Affy. He offered them some friendly advice.
There's nothing friendly about that scum.
I gathered that. He says helping George Jackson should carry a government health warning. Sticking up posters could endanger your health type of thing.
Well, he must be worried then if he comes out right like that in the open to threaten them.
He told them they'd probably have an accident if they carried on.
Oh, aye. Carefully planned accident, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, your lads had better lay off. They've done enough. Will you thank them for me?
Yeah.
I'll carry on my own.
No. Marie, you mustn't. It wasn't just my lads he threatened.
He doesn't frighten me.
Not you. He said you've got 2 boys as well.
Carrying little George? He wouldn't touch them. I'd kill him.
Now, Luke, I'm only telling you what he said. No kidding, Marie. I didn't realise he were a nutter.
Yeah, but he's a smart nutter. And the smart ones don't hurt kids. They just threaten them. Because they know there'd be so much dirt thrown at them. And that's what they hate, publicity.
All the same, I don't think my lads want to chance it.
Well, they're not kids, are they?
You haven't seen them at bath time.
Anyway, I've got this dirty big poker if he showed his face round here.
Could I suggest where he stuffed it if he does?
Where the monkey stuffed his nuts. Hello. Yeah, that's right. Right. Right, thanks. Thanks.
Marie, what's the matter? Marie, what's happened? Tell me.
It's George. Well, somebody's got to him.
What's happened?
There was an incident, they said. Violence was used.
Is he hurt?
Not against him. By him. He's put some other bloke in hospital.
Oh, God, that's worse.
Worse?
He's really shot his remission this time. At this rate, he'll be there forever.
People think I'm a hard bitch. Well, if I am, he made me that way.
Brookside, the early years, tomorrow morning at 11:55.
Glad you came home for lunch now?
Yes. Just hope we don't have to travel all this way every day before we've managed to eat everything you cooked last night.
Of course not. Just seems a waste not to eat some of it.
Seems a waste not to eat all of it. I'm damned I'm going to stuff myself till I burst.
Well, I've managed to give most of it away. And what's left will keep for a few more days.
Good. Well, I must be off. Could be a tricky afternoon.
Oh. What are you doing?
Meeting the new convener for talks. And I think I know what he'll be talking about.
The subcontract.
Yes. Why can't these people see the advantage? It'll make the company stronger and more competitive.
But some men will be made redundant. I remember the effect it had on us when you lost your job.
Well, that's the price you pay for living in a free market economy. I fought back, so can they.
Hope you're right.
But I know why I'll never leave that guy. Though he may cheat and lie, I'll love him and I'll die. He should ever go away.
No, I'll never leave that guy. How can a bloke sing that?
You're talking to yourself now.
I'm trying to write a song.
You could have fooled me.
Yeah, I thought it was on the right lines there. But you can't have a bloke singing about another bloke, can you?
Oh, I don't know. It's quite common nowadays, you know.
Yeah, not in the working men's clubs, it's not.
What?
Well, I've been asked by this club singer to write a song for him. Could be worth a bit. Hey, he's pretty popular. You know, the Barry Manilow type. Hey, Kate, you may have heard of him. Johnny Dunbar.
if he's that popular, why has he asked you to write a song for him? And no, I've never heard of him.
Well, he was on Ward 2 having a boil on his bum, Lance. I got talking to him when I got him some special diet stuff.
Oh, yeah. Still doing the private catering bit, are you?
Yeah. Anyway, what are you doing home? I thought you were on days.
Oh, I have to do a swap. I'm on a late split. I hate them.
Oh, a particularly nasty form of torture, split shifts. You ought to get the Royal College of Nurses to write to Amnesty International about it.
You've been off all day?
Yeah?
You wouldn't make me a cup of tea, would you? I've got to take these shoes off. I swear I've got a blister on my big toe.
Yeah, all right. I think the kettle's just boiled anyway. Hey, me and Sandra went to one of your veggie restaurants last night.
Oh, I thought you were cooking liver.
Yeah, well, I was, but I threw it away. And I'd be obliged if you didn't mention it to Sandra.
OK.
It wasn't bad, actually. We might go again.
Yeah, I heard you two coming about 1 o'clock. Didn't sound like you'd just been to a restaurant, either.
No, we went on to a club. It was a vegetarian club, though. Got a few downers. Sounds a bit miserable, though.
Oh, why? What's up with her?
Well, her old man got a bit heavy up in Glasgow.
She told me she had a great hogmanay.
Yeah, well, I think she did in that, you know, seeing her family. But she had an argument with her husband, though.
From what I can gather, they were always arguing.
Yeah, a bit of a wife beater he is, according to Sandra. Now he wants a divorce.
That's good, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I would have thought so. But she says he made her suffer, and now she wants to make him suffer.
Can't you stop him?
Well, if she doesn't want the marriage to end, I don't think the judge will grant her the divorce.
So he really needs her consent, huh?
Yeah, and he's not very happy about it either. He's threatened her.
Well, it's a good job she's down here, away from him.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't come down here after her.
What, you mean he might come here?
Well, Sandra thinks he might.
It's a good job she's got a strong lad to protect her then, isn't it?
Has she? Who?
You!
You must be joking, Kate. If someone hits me, I have to get an overdraft from the blood bank. If he comes here, I'll get Harry cross.
Oh, come in, Mr. Peterson. How do you do?
Yep.
Sit down, please.
Thanks.
Well, I hope our working relationship is going to be a good deal better than the one I had with your predecessor.
You'll find me very different. I'm convener because the men trust me ideals and I understand what they want. Not because I see it as an opportunity for taking backhanders.
Good. Because despite what you may have heard about me in the last few weeks, I disapprove of backhanders in exactly the same way.
What might I have heard, Mr. Collins?
A lot of silly nonsense, maliciously started, about bribes from the firm that got the maintenance contract here.
I've heard the rumours.
I thought you might have.
And I know the way Woodward and Lynch operate. But I'm sure you know all about them.
Meaning?
Meaning you must be aware of their reputation in the industry for their attitude to contracts. A cavalier attitude, some might say.
Might they?
Yeah. Cowboys, I call them.
Well, do you? Do you indeed?
Yeah, you wouldn't know, though. You being an unskilled man. To a tradesman like me, the standard of work you'll get from them's nothing short of criminal. And what's more, it'll work out more expensive in the long run.
I may not be a tradesman, Mr. Peterson, but I think you're wrong to call me unskilled. And just as I wouldn't dream of telling you that you don't know what you're doing with a lathe, I don't expect you to tell me about cost management.
I agree. Management is a skill. But as I said before, you're an unskilled man.
Oh, that's better.
There you go. Only part-time on theatre, is it?
No, it's not. It's just a shortlist, that's all.
Oh, how's your head?
First 2 hours this morning, I thought I was going to die. 11 o'clock break, one of the new anesthetists started eating corned beef sandwiches. I was so sick.
It serves you right for drinking so much. No, you two woke me up when you came in last night.
I wasn't singing, was I?
Well, you weren't. He was.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was my fault.
Pat was telling me about your husband.
Aye. As if he hasn't made enough mess of my life already.
Well, then get rid of him, Sam. Divorce him. He won't bother you after that.
Don't be so sure.
Sam, he's an abscess on your life. Cut it out. If the surgery's total, he can't reinfect.
Can't he?
Well, abscesses can be treated with antibiotics, you know.
The only way you could treat him with antibiotics is to drop a ton of tetracycline in his head.
Well, if you feel that way, why don't you divorce him?
Because I've no need of a divorce. I'm not the one that wants to get married again. He does. Can wait till I'm ready.
But they've made the laws easier.
Yeah, but without my consent, you'll have to wait a long time yet.
Get rid of him, Sam. Look, the sooner he's part of your past, the better.
When I'm ready. Pat's right. Look, he hurt me, physically and emotionally. Do you know what that's like, eh? Do you know what it's like to marry someone you think you can love because you're 18 and imagine yourself all grown up? And then love turns to hate and hate turns to hurt and you're stuck with it.
Yeah, we know it was bad.
You don't know how bad, do you? Unless you've been through it, you don't know how bad it is. Some people think I'm a hard bitch. Well, if I am, he made me that way. And if you think I'm going to give in to him now just because he wants it, then you don't understand what hurt can do.
Sand!
So that's what you're accusing me of. I suggest you check with a lawyer before making any of these allegations public.
I'm not alleging anything. I'm just stating facts. Facts which point to irregularities in your business conduct. Facts which would indicate that you're receiving certain direct benefits from a company other than this which employs you.
These so-called facts. I don't suppose you've bothered to have them verified, have you?
And we've checked, and we're still checking. Your house has got more stock than Tesco's.
That makes me some sort of criminal in your eyes?
It depends where you got them from. And we know you got them from Woodward and Lynch.
I received one small hamper from them after I had decided to award them the contract.
Oh, yeah? And what about the rest?
Usual seasonal gifts from firms we deal with or might deal with.
So usual, you have to go out and buy a giant freezer to store it all.
The freezer is my wife's.
In your wife's name, you mean? They all do that. All them businesses that are about to go bust. Put it in your wife's name, then start up again immediately in the clear.
I don't think it quite works like that, but never mind. My wife, Mr. Peterson, runs a small catering business. And that is why she has an ordinary-sized freezer in our garage.
How long's she run this business?
She's only just started, but I don't think that's any concern of yours.
Just started? Very convenient.
One of my neighbors has just gone to prison. Now, I'm fairly certain he's no criminal, but there was a lot of circumstantial evidence mounted against him, and I think you're trying to do the same to me.
I don't want you sent to prison, if that's what you mean. I simply want to stop this outside work coming here and my members losing their jobs. Now, if that means you lose yours in the process, and there's nothing personal...
Nothing personal?
No, I'd do it to anyone. It's just free market economy at work. You're not going to argue with that, are you?
Nobody's here.
Oh, wait, where's the baby?
I don't know. Your mum must have taken her for a walk or something.
I was hoping to see her.
Well, you can come round later. I've got to babysit a game while they go to the hypermarket place.
Oh, I can't. I'm going out with my new boyfriend.
Oh, aye? Who's that?
I do think you know him, Peter Crampton.
No, I don't think I do know him. How long have you been going with him, then?
Since last Saturday, met him at my cousin's wedding.
What's he like?
It was lovely. He's dead handsome.
Well, you can come round later and get to see the baby, and then we can all go out together.
Oh, I don't know. You might try to pinch him.
Well, it's Andrew.
Oh, you're not still going out with him, are you?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to ditch him after that bikers disco.
I didn't say that.
No, but I mean, you went...
Are you coming round?
Yeah, all right. I'll show him off to you.
About 5:30.
That's too early. He doesn't finish work until 5.
We can get something to eat later.
All right.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Shall I pop to her?
Nah, she'll be all right.
I thought I was the only one who cried in this house.
Oh, I've never seen you cry.
Oh, I do sometimes. I feel miserable and depressed and sorry for myself. And then I see pictures on the television about people starving to death, and that makes me feel guilty for being depressed, and that makes me cry.
You can't win, can you?
No. Do you know, I can't even win one of these plastic competitions.
Well, you're not still doing them, are you? No wonder you're depressed.
Well, I can usually get the answers right. It's the slogan things at the end I can never do.
Yeah, well, don't ask me to help.
But you write songs.
Yeah, well, that's different.
Oh, go on. See if you can say in less than 20 words why this muesli is good for you. And then I'll make the cup of tea.
Yeah, all right. Come on, give us a look.
Or shall I take a cup up to Sandra?
No, leave her. She'll be all right.
Yep, I'll be all right.
See, I told you. You've heard of the bouncing Czech? Well, here's the rubber Glaswegian.
I've been knocked down so many times you think it was me to rubber. Who's cooking?
Kate.
Pat?
Oh, it was my turn last night.
It was supposed to be.
Yeah, well, I took Sandra out for a meal. That counts, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, of course it does.
Oh, all right. I'll make a quick parsnip bake.
Maybe I should nip out and get us a couple of takeaways.
You said it was nice when you had it last night in the restaurant.
Oh, he's only kidding you. That sounds okay.
Oh, I'll get it.
I've come to speak to Sandra.
Is that your husband?
Hi, it's him.
Not a bad wee place you've got here, eh?
You're lucky to get it. Mind you, I'd like to change the colour scheme, brighten things up a bit.
Aye, you should. Stamp your own personality onto the place. That's the only way it ever feels like your own home. God, I should know I've rented enough places.
I think you're right. Yeah, I still feel like a lodger here. Nothing's mine.
Yeah, we'll put some paint up, wallpaper your bedroom. Soon become yours.
I'll have to get the other two to agree, but I don't suppose they'll raise any objections. Except Pat, that is. He'd object to spending any money on the house.
Yeah, well. Don't tell Harry whatever you're decorating to after it's done. Landlords, they always think they should be consulted about everything. Still, it's not too bad at the moment. Paint's not exactly peeling off the walls or nothing.
Oh, no. I mean, the last place we had was a right shambles.
You share a place before then?
Yeah. Worked out quite well, really.
Still don't taste sugar, do you?
No.
Well, I think I'll leave you two to talk in private. Thanks. Yeah, I've got to get back to the hospital anyway.
Cheers.
Seems like a nice girl, eh?
Aye, she is.
Is it her boyfriend? Or yours?
Who, Pat?
Aye, I'm upstairs.
Neither. We all just share. It's a good arrangement. At least sometimes it is.
Ah, well, you're looking fine.
Ian, for God's sake, it's only a week since you last saw me. I haven't had time to change.
Look, I was only saying.
I will. So what brought you down anyway?
You know damn well what I want, a bloody divorce.
And you know what I says, you'll have to wait for it.
I can't wait.
Why?
I just can't write.
What are they doing?
Oh, she's lovely. Can I pick her up?
What are they doing?
They're looking at Andrew's bike. Oh, can I pick her up?
Go on, but suppose I had.
Oh. Come here. Oh, you little lover. Oh, it makes me go all broody.
Doesn't make me.
Why don't you love her?
Of course I love her. I just don't want one of my own.
Eh? Oh, I think she smiled.
I think she's got wind. How much longer are they going to be?
What's the matter?
I just don't like being stuck in here with the baby while they're outside talking about bikes.
I didn't think you were interested in motorbikes that much.
I'm not soft. I just don't like the sexual stereotypes we're obviously expected to be. Them out there talking trivia about machines, and us in here cooing over babies.
I only wanted to pick her up, that's all.
Not you, them.
Anyway, they'll be in a minute. It's brass monkeys up there.
Well, it's incredible, the extra power it gives, though.
I still don't think it's worth it, especially on that bike.
Hello, lads. Remember us?
Sorry, were we a long time?
Oh, sorry.
She looks just like you, Karen.
She does. Same pretty little nose.
Go away. You make me all embarrassed. She'll sit down.
How long did your mum say she was going to be?
Oh, not long now.
Good.
Where you staying?
Nowhere. Someone might crash out here.
I don't know. I'd have to ask the others. You have to sleep on the couch, though.
Don't mind. Slept on the couch often enough when we were married.
We're still married.
Ah, well, it'll just be old times then, won't it?
Ah. Bionic woman has returned at last.
Hello, Paul. Didn't expect you home so early.
Obviously.
Well, if I'd known, I'd have had something ready for you.
That would make a nice change.
I see. Bad day?
As a matter of fact, yes. Absolutely awful. I'm beginning to have a lot of sympathy for poor old George Jackson.
Oh, that'll make a nice change. I'm going to have a bath. It'd be very pleasant if when I come down, you started the dinner.
If I start the dinner, heavens, Anna, I've been at work all day.
Well, then you'll just have to wait till I get down.
Very well. And what delicacy may I expect when you finally decide to return to your domestic duties?
Cold turkey.
Who said the art of conversation was dead, then?
They're all right.
Karen's one of the brainy ones. She's going to university.
Are you? Which one?
I don't know, yeah. Might not even get in.
Oh, you will.
Better than getting a proper job, eh?
Are there any?
Are you working there, Peter?
Yeah, I work in insurance.
Oh, a clerk?
At the moment, yeah. I hope to open my own brokerage soon, though. You working?
Yeah, I'm in there. Do it yourself.
Shop assistant, you mean?
Yeah. But I hope to do it myself soon.
What kind of insurance do you do?
Motor. I'm really interested in cars, so stay useful. I can get mine cheap, like.
Hey, I don't suppose you get any cheaper for me, could you?
Probably. At least I can if you're paying over the odds.
How will I know about that?
Excuse me, you two, but I'm sitting in the middle here like one of Lewis's, you know.
Sorry, love, but business is business.
Well, can't you do it somewhere else?
Okay. Look, why don't we pop down to the pub for a quick one while we're waiting?
I don't mean that.
Oh, go ahead, let them. If they get all the cars and stuff out the way, then they'll be able to concentrate on us fully later.
I want to be concentrated on now.
Come on, only be a few minutes.
All right, then. Go on. If you prefer his company to mine, go on.
Hey, that's not very fair. I mean, I prefer your company to Andrew's, but I'm still going.
Go on, you two. And don't be any longer than 20 minutes.
Because it'll all be long. See ya.
Yes. Oh, shut up, you'll wake the baby.
It's happened again. We're stuck in. They're out, this time down the pub. And it's all thanks to you.
We've got to wait for your mum and then we can go out and all.
I don't want to waste my life on me fellas down the pub.
Karen, it's not the rest of your life we're talking about. It's 20 minutes, that's all. Anyway, I can't see you spending the rest of your life with him.
Who, Andrew?
Yeah, I just don't know what you see in him.
He's all right.
But he's not as nice looking as my Peter, though, is he?
Oh, I don't know. He's not so smooth. Then I don't go for that type.
You liar.
I just asked Pat. He's not happy about you staying.
Afraid he'll see something that shouldn't, eh?
Oh, don't be stupid. Pat and I are friends, nothing more.
So why doesn't he want me to stay then, eh?
Because he doesn't. Quite honestly, he's probably right. You shouldn't stay here.
You gonna chuck us out after I've come all this way?
I didn't ask you to come.
You made me come. You walked out with me last week in Glasgow before you agreed to a divorce.
When are you going to get it into that thick skull of yours that I'm no agreeing to it?
Why, for crying out loud, there's nothing left of the marriage. You know that. Why prolong the agony?
Because it's you, it's an agony. Just like I was 100 times in the past. It makes no difference to me when the divorce goes through, but it does to you. And that's what makes it matter to me now. I want to give you something back for all those punches and kicks you gave me.
I never meant to hurt you.
What the hell did you hit me for then?
I don't know. You made me hit you. You made me marry you so many times I had to hit you.
I made you. I loved you. And you took our love and you thumped me with it. You took our marriage and you kicked me in the face with it. And now you tell me I made you dead.
Aye, I was saying it. But now you're going to give me a divorce and I'm going to make you. You tell your fancy man to stay out of this.
Now you leave her alone.
I'm warning you, son.
Yeah, about what? I'm not a woman.
Don't push it, lad.
I'm not a lad either, mate.
You tell her to give me a divorce.
Oh, I will. I will just as soon as you're out of here.
No, you tell her now.
No, not until you're gone.
I want that divorce, right?
You give me that divorce, or I'll sue and cite him as correspondent.
Come on, Sand. Come on, it's okay. Come on.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean you to get involved.
Oh, I didn't do anything, did I?
I didn't think that you and me, you know.
Yeah, as if. Come on. It's a good job he didn't hit me. I'd have bled all over him. There's no need to pretend. I know it's over. You didn't realize I'd seen it in your eyes a long time ago. Ooh, I just can't say goodbye. Yeah, I like that. I think Johnny will too. What do you think of it then?
Think of what?
My song I'm writing for that well-known unknown singer, Johnny Dunbar.
Fine.
It's about a girl and guy who fall in love.
Original.
Yeah, they split up and then they meet again a few years later and fall in love all over again.
Oh, good for them.
Would you want to hear the chorus?
No.
Fair enough. Though things may fall apart and it's raining in my heart.
Do you mind? I'm trying to concentrate.
Oh, well, thank you for your enthusiasm. What are you doing, anyway?
A pop quiz. From 1950 to the present. It's a good prize.
Oh, is that why you bought that crappy cereal, just to do a competition?
Well, I like doing competitions. It doesn't do anyone any harm.
Yeah, well, it does when you buy food items just because they've got quizzes or crosswords on them. Kate, you don't even like that cereal.
Sandra does, though.
And what's the prize?
A sunbed.
You want to win a sunbed? Hey, don't you think you're brown enough already?
Oh, shut up.
Come on, what's the question? Come on, Kate. What I don't know about pop music, you could write on a microchip.
All right, then. Who was the first British woman to have a hit in the American charts?
No idea. Next question.
Some expert.
Look, I'm thinking about it. Come on, next one.
What group had a hit in the 60s with a groovy kind of love?
No problem. Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive. It was a girlfriend of mine's favourite song, that. Oh, Veronica Kane, her name was. Blonde hair, greeny grey eyes. Ooh. I met her on a cold night in February. Wasn't cold for long, though.
Well, I only need one more now. I'll ask one of the patients when I go on duty. Someone's bound to know.
Well, I wish you luck.
Oh, crikey, look at the time. I must go into town. Some things I need.
Yeah, listen, Kate, while you're there, could you get me a razor blade?
One razor blade?
Well, I can't shave with two, can I? What?
Money.
Oh, listen, you pay and I'll give you £half a pound of nice juicy tomatoes later. All right, then, a full pound, but for 2 blades. Let's have a look. Uh-oh.
kids are running amok out there.
Yeah, I know I shouldn't let them, but I haven't had the heart to chastise them since George went away.
Gary, little George, don't forget to leave your bikes in the kitchen before you go to school. All right?
I got you. No, you never. I did. You never. Shut up.
Let's hope not.
So yeah, I can stay you out longer than you can stay me out. A bit.
Well, the thing is, Betty, I'm almost Brassic.
What does Brassic mean? Skint. I won.
What with the money I've spent on George's campaign and visiting him, if I'm lucky, I might just be able to afford to feed and clothe the kids. I hope. That's how low my money is. So who comes first? Me husband or me kids? Both of them need me help, but one of them might have to suffer. Oh, God, what a life, eh?
But we've got to do something, haven't we? Do something about what, like? How can me mum get me dad out of jail? You heard she's skint. How can we obey? Don't know yet, do I? Yes, I do. I'll do anything to get me dad out of jail, 'cause I miss him.
Well, Rick still thinks that we need something more dramatic to help George. Something that won't cost money, and something more spectacular than painting St. John's Tower.
And something that's going to draw public attention, right?
And the newspapers, and the radio, and the telly.
Well?
Well, what?
What is this spectacular idea of yours?
I haven't got one, Betty.
Huh?
Well, haven't you got any ideas?
Something really big. Well, apart from us running down Lime Street, waving his knickers above his heads. Oh.
I want to free George, not join him.
Sorry, Marie, bad joke. Something really big, eh? But what?
Yeah. What?
Oh, the job's filled. Okay. Ta-da. Eenie and Meanie are up to no good.
What?
The Jackson kids sneaking their bikes out.
Never off them bikes.
Look what the little scallies are up to.
You're getting just like Harry Cross, you are. Nosy.
Oh, yes, please. Egg and chips for me dinner. Miserable.
I'll carry you round for tuppence, Dane.
If I had tuppence, I'd let you.
Say you were coming home for lunch. I'd have been in if I'd known.
Well, I hadn't any intention of coming home, Anna. Just needed to get away from the plant in order to think straight.
Oh, dear. Something wrong?
Well, apart from Colin Peterson trying to grind me into the ground by blocking every move I make to implement the maintenance subcontract, no.
What are you going to do about him?
I don't know yet. Keep at it, I suppose. Preaching the same message. Economic sense, improved efficiency, etc. See you tonight. Bye, dear.
Good luck.
Marie? Have you lost something?
Well, lost, no. Disappeared, yeah.
I'm sorry,
Gary and little George. They sloped off back to school without saying ta-ra to me. They never do that. Now I know why. The bikes have gone from the back garden.
Oh, I see.
I'll kill them when they get home from school. George or no George. They play on my sympathy, you know, they do. They know very well they're not allowed to take their bikes to school. There's too many dangerous roads.
Yes, and traffic is on the increase.
Oh, yeah. And holes in the road. There's that many you could play 18 rounds of golf in them.
I think you mean holes.
Eh?
Never mind. How's the petition progressing?
Great. Come over and have a cup of tea and I'll fill you in on our next move.
Well, I'm awfully sorry. I'm afraid I can't just now. I've got a lot of housework to do, and then I'm going for my first daytime jog, if I can summon up the courage.
Right, little Zool of thought, aren't you? I'll see you.
What's the good for?
I'm fed up.
Fed up about what?
Everything. Unpaid babysitting, especially.
Oh, that's nice, that, isn't it? Baby sister's only just been born and you're slagging her off already. Babysitting should be a labour of love.
All right, then. You can do it next time. Sure you could change your nappy, couldn't you?
Nah, I'd probably stick to twin in the wrong place.
Oh, honest to God, there's nothing to it. Well, if it's only wet. But if it's smelly and mucky...
Oh, shut it, will you?
Now you know how I felt last night. I was in the middle of me tea. Oh.
Yeah, well, changing nappies, girls, work, isn't it? I'll be glad when I get out of here and go down the job centre.
Thought you had to sign on.
Yeah, well, I'll go down the job centre after I've signed on. Where do my mum take the baby?
Treases. They won't be back till after 5. My dad's picking her up.
Well, that'll give you a nice little blow, won't it?
Oh, we really appreciate that.
Women.
Ow! Sands.
How was I supposed to know you were there?
Had a busy day?
Have you ever known a nurse have a cushy day?
No, you're right there.
Skating?
Town shopping.
You'd a shave, you scruffy beggar.
If I could find something as sharp as your tongue, I'd have one. 15 all.
Sorry. But it's all morning. I've still got Ian in my mind.
Oh, Sand, you should smoke in your own room. Yeah, and talking about rooms, I don't see why I should be lumbered with a small one. I mean, nothing official has been decided on who should have what room, has it?
Oh, not now, Pa. I'm tired, hungry and thirsty. Go on, do the honours. There's a good hospital porter.
Only if you put that cigarette away.
Oh, shut up. You're an old woman sometimes.
Yeah, well, that's something you'll never be, is it, if you don't give them the elbow? An old woman.
Pat!
So just remember this, George. I love you a lot and I won't be happy till you're back home again. Lots of love. Marie. What are you doing home at this time? You've sagged again, haven't you? As if I haven't got enough trouble.
We haven't, honest. We will let off.
You are?
Mr. Owens, the gym teacher, fell off the wall bars and broke his ankle. So the headmaster sent the whole class home early, ma'am.
I hope you're not telling me lies, because if you are...
We're not honest. Phone the school up if you don't believe us.
All right, I believe you. So where have you ridden your bikes? Oh, that's right, blame each other. How many times have I told you not to take your bikes to school? Now, where are they? Because I'm locking them up.
We never took our bikes to school, ma'am.
I'm sick of you two playing games with me. Now, where are they?
We sold our bikes, ma'am.
You've done well.
Sold them.
You've sold your bikes?
We only did it because we heard you telling Auntie Betty you needed money to help me dad. Yeah, man, £40, it's yours. To help me dad. Don't worry about me and our Gary. We'll be all right, ma'am. We'll take care of our clothes so you don't have to buy us new ones. And eat less food.
Who did you sell your bikes to?
An old man in a dingy shop. All we had to do was write our name and address. We said our mum said it was okay. But don't cry, ma'am.
right, Damon, lah. All right, Neil. Oh, I see you've been down the museum there. That stinks of mothballs.
Yeah. Aren't you working?
Oh, are you? I'm a pilot of British Airways. What about you?
Chief Inspector of Merseyside Police.
Oh, nice one.
If you're going over there to see the careers officer, you'll be wasting your time. They can't even spell, Joe. There's only one way to survive in Dolite Alley, and that's by using your wits.
Oh, yeah? What about this, little opportunity you were talking to me about last week?
Oh, yeah, I could just have the very thing for you. Really need your wits, though.
I remember how you used to live on your wits at school.
Oh, nah, this is legit honest. Well, nearly.
You see, that's it. It's the nearly that worries me.
What have you got to lose by just coming to look, eh?
How far is it?
Short walk.
All right, then.
One thing, though, Dave. If there's two busies and a big alley dog standing outside the bank, just walk right past, OK?
Oh,
So what have you done with yourself since you left school?
Oh, not much. Just sat around twiddling my dog.
Blackie bag, 5 for 30 pence.
Go and have your warm.
All right.
So, what's you selling for, Neil?
5 for 30 pence. But if someone wants 2 or 3 for 15 pence, I give them 5 anyway. Because if they don't want 5, they haven't got 30 pence. And most old people haven't.
Yeah. It's a show business, is it?
Nah, me and my mate work for a con man on a commission basis.
So when you give him work out of his money?
Oh, no. Me own. It's just that I don't like seeing old people do without anything. I could fix it up if you like. Cash isn't great, but you never get bored. Interested, Dave?
Yeah, it could be.
I tell you what, I'll suss the boss out for you. Brookside Close, you live in it?
Yeah, number 5.
I'll shoot round tomorrow morning and tell you the score.
OK, right. Thanks, Neil.
All right, then. I'll see ya.
See you now.
Yeah, see ya.
To be honest, I'm fed up to the back teeth hearing about these rooms.
Oh, yeah, you would be, seeing as you've got a big room.
I'm trying to sort out my mess with Ian.
And I'm trying to work out how I can improve my hospital food racket service. So the sooner we get the room business out of the way, the sooner we can leave each other in peace, can't we?
There's 3 of us, you know. I'm not deciding anything till Kate gets here, and then anything to be discussed can be done democratically.
Oh, well, seeing as we're getting all political, we might as well go the full hog and decide a few other things concerning the democratic processes within the House.
If you want.
I have got it, Pat. I have got it.
Got what?
The answer to the quiz. The first British woman to have a hit in the American charts was Ruby Murray.
Ruby who?
Murray. Irish girl.
Probably a granny by now.
Pat, where's the cereal box? I've got to hurry up and send my entry in. I might win.
It's there in the kitchen. Oh, Kate, before you blow a fuse, I think you better cast your eyes over the small print at the bottom of the entry form.
Is it good or bad?
Have a listen.
Oh, bloody hell!
Yeah, sunbed wasn't for her anyway.
Sunbed? Closing date for entries was 2 days ago, 26th of Jan.
Never mind, Kate. Better luck next time, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, hand over me, Blaze, Kate. Oh, no.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was so excited about winning the competition. I forgot.
I hate my face looking like this.
So do a lot of other people.
You know, there's nothing stopping you going down the shops and getting your own Blaze, you know.
No, I'll borrow one off someone on the close. Now, about this democratic discussion.
He's gone on about the rooms again, Kate.
Oh, good. I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm thinking of decorating my room.
Don't you start. I've got enough trouble with him.
Decorating your room?
Yes, it is my room.
Who said so?
I do. And I would like to decorate it as soon as possible.
Look, I'm cheesed off with the whole thing about rooms. You two do what you want.
Yeah, well, I'm becoming that way inclined myself. My business for one.
Good, I'm glad that's settled. I know why you want a bigger room.
Better not be for that.
You're both wrong. In fact, one of the things I was going to suggest is, do we agree that any sleeping with one's partner is done playing away and not at home?
I'm easy.
Oh.
I mean, I agree.
So do I.
Hey, you hoist up the flag. We've actually agreed on something.
really forget his place, you know. Wanted to pay me in tomato.
I wasn't having any of it. Tell him when he comes back for scrounging trip. I really need him half.
But he's always pulling stunts like that, wanting to pay in vegetable.
He's really tight at times.
Yeah, well, he never wants to give his full share of the kitty, and when he does, we have to force it out of him.
Tell me about it tomorrow. I'm knackered. I'm going upstairs for a nap. You can have a think about what you're going to do.
He's nervous, Sandra.
Yeah, well, I'll sleep in it then. Oh, no, Damon. I don't think me mum and dad would like you selling bin bags.
What?
I said I don't think me mum and dad would like you selling bin bags.
Will you switch that thing off, please? Now, why not?
Because it has echoes of our Barry about it, that's why not.
Look, this is nothing like that. Oh, I come home thinking I'm going to get patted on the back for being enterprising for once. And instead, you're practically calling me a criminal.
Oh, don't be soft, I'm not.
Well, you back me up then, or what?
Look, I've got enough troubles of my own without getting into a slang match over you.
Yeah. You're just worried about your own sweet little self, aren't you?
At the moment, yeah. I'm up to my eyeballs babysitting. Andrew's trying to pressurise me into a life of what he thinks would be domestic bliss. Do I go to university? Don't I go to university? Problems.
That's no problem, is it? You go, don't you? I mean, you've got prospects. You've got to use them to make the best possible future for yourself.
You what?
Well, look, jobs are scarce, and this bin bags thing is a chance, and I can't afford to pass up chances. Either should you. Go to university.
Do you know what, Daddy? I'd swear you were growing up. All right, I might support you.
Oh, thanks, Karen.
Yeah, thank you.
Full.
Oh.
Hi, Karen. Hey, could you do me a favour?
Yeah, it depends where it is.
Well, you haven't got a blade I could borrow, have you?
No, I don't shave myself. In fact, no one in this house does.
I shave. Got a sound rate, as good as new it is.
Yeah, should think so. You only use it once every 6 months.
Oh, funny. Do you want me to go and find it for you?
Yeah, it's hard, Damon.
He's just been giving me a lecture on why I should go to university.
Yeah, well, I agree with him. You'd be a mug not to. Hey, do what I did. Get all the qualifications behind you that you can.
And end up a hospital porter like you.
Well, yeah, I admit it's no great shakes, but what I do for now. I'm not saying a degree or a university education guarantees you a job. It certainly puts you nearer the front of a long queue. So, what courses are you interested in?
Oh, something to do with social science. Don't know anything specific, yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever you decide, you do it at university. Pay dividends. The effective use of advertising media. Hey, sounds fascinating.
It is. Well, some of it is. I'm doing the tobacco industry at the moment. Oh, that is fascinating. You know about how they get around the laws banning advertising on telly?
Hey, look, Karen, I've got a book that you should read about the tobacco industry. It is fascinating. Look, I'll bring it around tomorrow if you like. I can't tonight because I'm off out to see this guy about a song I'm writing for him. That's if Damon ever comes down with those blades, that is.
A song guy?
Yeah.
Who's the singer?
Johnny Dunbar.
Is he famous?
You've heard of him?
No.
Well, between you and me, he's a bit of a woolly. We pay 50 quid for garbage. But his song's OK, so he's getting his money's worth.
Yeah, found it for you.
And, if he... Oh.
What's up?
Damon, it's rusty.
Only on one side, though.
Hello, Paul. What's wrong?
These bribery allegations against me, they're on every employee's lips. I'm being stared at as if I'm a candidate for a News of the World scandal story.
Come on, the people who really matter won't listen to idle gossip.
That's just it, Anna. Rumors are they are listening.
Come on, you're taking it all too seriously.
Oh, it is serious. If these allegations are to be believed, I'll be fighting for a lot more than the subcontracting work.
What do you mean?
Oh, work it out, Anna, work it out.